guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 25. Season 2 is over, guys, and before I get into the actual review, I just want to give my overall kind of thoughts of what I thought about this season. And, first start, we are getting that Season 3. It's been confirmed from at the end of the episode and from everything, from all the other sources of the manga telling us and leaked sources in Japan, but yeah, we are getting a Season 3, guys. But even more so than that, Season 2, I feel that with each new season, with each new season of My Hero Academia, it's actually, the anime is doing what a good anime should with each new season. It's actually elevating the story. It's actually giving us character development. It's giving us more look into the world and the story. And that's what I feel that My Hero Academia is doing best at, is that with each new season, it's elevating itself even further. It's elevating itself even further, and I think it is part in part due to how the manga itself is structured. But yeah, just everything about season 2, what was elevated from season 1. We in season 2 we got character development. We definitely got a bigger look at the world, and just honestly how much of a gray area this society of heroes is that the characters are living in. Everything is on the surface, it looks like everything is black and white, but on the surface is very much a gray. Underneath, it's very much a gray. So yeah, we definitely got a lot more into that particular area. But yeah, just season 2 just took everything in the sports festival, the Stain arc. It just took everything from season 1 and elevated it even further, and with character development, world building, all that good stuff. But yeah, now that I've talked about that, let's get into the actual review. And I want to start off by talking about Himiko's voice actor. And honestly, the voice actor for Himiko is amazing. Right out of that, she seems to be giving Himiko this eager fangirl tone, which on the surface you wouldn't think would fit someone with Toka, considering how psychotic she is. But when you realize, damn, that's something that makes her even more dangerous, because it makes her unpredictable and means she could snap at any moment. And yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about Toga's voice actor. Is pretty much she's giving Toga this whole fangirl tone, but it's working, because when you really get down to it, the fangirls are the type of people who you don't really know how stable or unstable the fangirl tone works, because it works in the sense of when she approaches someone, she can very easily they'll very easily be able to lower someone who's gonna lower the guard against Himiko, and then boom, yeah. So yeah, Himiko's voice actor is doing a good job, and Dabi, he sounds good, honestly. I can't really make a judgment on him until season 3, because I think that is where Dabi gets a little more spotlight. So yeah, and right off the bat, good fucking god, those close-ups of Shigaraki's face, the close-ups on his face are some of the best artwork I've seen from Boku no Hero Academia to date. And maybe it is part of the creepy factor, but I do really gotta give, the one thing I really gotta praise My Hero Academia for, other than its animation, is its artwork. The art department for My Hero Academia is just amazing. They managed to give so much detail onto these frames, where it almost looks like you're practically reading the manga. And that's, I think, one thing that is important. Is important about an anime, is that when you watch an anime, you should feel like you're actually. You should feel like you're reading the manga. You should feel a very similar. I know that anime is mainly just an advertising tool for the manga, but when you read an anime, I do believe you should feel like you are reading the manga. And because of the artwork, you should have that same feeling you are when you're reading the manga. And with My Hero Academia, I feel that is the anime. I feel that Bones is doing a good job at making us feel like we are reading the manga, just in animated format. But yeah, it's just amazing, honestly, just to see this. And yeah, good. So and we see that a confrontation between Izuku and so yeah, but yeah. Anyway, in this episode, we see that a conversation between Shigaraki and Izuku happened in this episode. And honestly, right off the bat, I know there was a lot of back and forth about this episode and how people were concerned that they were going to save that Bones was going to end up was going to pad out the episode and that they were going to save the confrontation between Izuku and Shake Iraqi for the very end of the episode. But I'm really glad that they didn't and that they did the whole confrontation in this episode because. Yeah, I know there are people there were a few reviewers out there that were a little fearful of that, but I'm really glad they didn't do that, and yeah, I'm so glad for that, honestly. But yeah, but anyway, like about the about the confrontation itself. Honestly, it's gonna be weird to say this, but I believe that Shigaraki had more development in this one episode than he ever did in season 1 or 2 combined. Like this one episode gave Shigaraki all the development he needed because when you really get down to it, you could argue that while on the surface he has always said he had a conviction to kill All Might. You could argue that that was more or less just kind of a front for him to say, hey, I want to have fun, I want to kill people, I want to do whatever the fuck I want as a villain, as a member of the League of Villains. But, so we could argue that, well, he said he had a conviction, he didn't have a full grasp of it almost. So, in this episode, from talking with Izuku, he finally did have a full grasp of what he was fighting for and what was necessary to make it possible. Because and make it possible, and the idea of being focused on a singular objective would like the thing about because and he now has a full conviction and he now doesn't know how to make it possible. He knows the mindset he needs to be in order to make that. He now knows the mindset that's necessary in order to make that possible. Because we could argue that with Shigaraki's mindset, he was very we know him like he's like the UA teachers said it themselves. As first Shigaraki goes as a character, he's pretty much the definition of a man-child. He loves to do things for fun, and when he doesn't get his way, he starts throwing big ass temper tantrums. So and that was basically how he was approaching his entire how he was approaching all of this, everything he was doing up until now. Like, he was only doing it because, hey, it's fun, and every time I don't get my way, I'm going to just throw a giant ass tantrum. But here, he finally realizes that he can no longer afford in order to actually throw those temper tantrums, and that in order to achieve what he wants to, he actually has to start using his brain a little more and stop getting immediately riled up every time things aren't going to go his way. And when you really think about it, like as far as Shigaraki goes as a character, we kind of thought him as a little timid. I guess there was part of us that didn't really consider him as intimidating, but with this, like with him realizing all this now, this honestly makes him more dangerous than he ever was in the past, especially now that he's starting to gather followers. And like and with it's almost like in a way he's twisting from what he learned from music, it's almost like he's twisting the ideas and the beliefs it's one of those things where, yes, he understands his convictions now, but at the same time, he's also taking a cue from Stain, and he's twisting Stain's convictions in order to achieve his own dreams and his own ideals. So, yeah, and like all this combined that Shigaraki gained in this episode, it honestly makes him even more dangerous than he ever was before in any past episode or anything like that. Like, yeah, like with Shigaraki finally realizing this, it's like, yeah, we definitely need to keep an eye on him as a character now. And yeah, like Shigaraki is not going to be as easy to deal with. Shigaraki is definitely going to be a lot more of a danger now than ever before. And with and the thing is, it all happened with just one single conversation with Izuku. All this development with Shigaraki, it all happened because of one single solitary conversation with Izuku. That's like, yeah, it's I really like how My Hero Academia does that. That it can give both amazing character development to both its heroes and its villains. And actually, one other thing that really caught my eye on this episode is that we very briefly get a little flashback of what I can assume is Iraqi's backstory and past, and it seems like someone he loved, probably his father, probably more than likely his father, died right in front of him. Died right in front of him. So it also really gives him a lot more depth as to why he hates All Might specifically, and it does really say that hand that he wears on his face really, in fact, might be his father's. That's like, wow. Yeah, like he always said that he always talked to that hand as if it was his father, but yeah, it technically really that hand really technically is his father. It's like, damn. So, but I wonder how his father died, or I wonder how his father died specifically. But in either case, I guess it doesn't matter because he just blames All Might for not being able to save his father. I guess, which on the surface that sounds pretty childish still, but I think it is. Seeing a parent die in front of you, that shit can be pretty traumatic, as Batman can prove to you. But yeah, so. And when not handled properly, it can lead to a life of villainy, I'm sure. But yeah. So and but aside from that, but yeah, like that was the main point of this episode was Shigaraki's development, and it was just amazing. But yeah, now moving on. We do get a little bit of fluff in between the we do get a little fluff before the Shigaraki and Izuku confrontation, and one of those things is everyone in this, like, we switch back to the classroom in the beginning, I believe, and everyone everyone of Class 1A, according to Aizawa, gets to go to the main training camp because even though there were some that failed the practical exam mainly, uh, even though there were some that failed the practical exam, and it's weird, even though this is a common shonen trope for basically all the main characters to pass, it was done in an interesting way where the excuse was that even though that there were some that failed the practical exam, they still aced the they still aced the they still aced the they still aced the what was it the written portion of the exam. So in a way that's kind of a loophole that I think the mangaka and the anime is kind of exploiting, that yes, even though it is a classic shonen trope in order for all of the main characters to pass, there were some that there were some that it was kind of one of those things where they only half succeeded, I guess you could say, in a way. And honestly, like the way Ez was acting in this episode, he was just like a giant troll. He was just smiling like, yeah, everyone passed, or like, yeah, but yeah, everyone passed. Like, yeah, dude, you're a fucking troll beyond belief. But yeah, and not only that, but I think now that I think about it, I think there were a few that did and Aizawa did say that even though they all did pass, there's still going to be some extra lessons for those who needed it and whatnot. I think those are I think those lessons were reserved mainly for those that failed the practical, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's one of those things where you don't necessarily get off completely scot-free, but yeah. And I do want to end this review off. I do want to mention there was one little cute moment I want to talk about, which is the Uraraka moment in this episode when Uraraka ran away from Izuku after remembering, I think it's Aoyama's little mention of how much she has a crush on Izuku, and and the moment with the moment when Uraraka ran away from Izuku and trying to convince herself she didn't like him, I was like, is he? I was like, is that man wrong? Is he wrong, Ichiko? Is he? Is Aoyama wrong? Because I don't think so. And you can try and you can try and convince yourself all you want that you don't like him, but you know you do, Uraraka. You know you do, and that is one thing I do appreciate about My Hero Academia. About My Hero Academia when it's handling this romance is that when it's handling the romance in general. Honestly, is that it's almost handling it in a very natural way because and it's all because of the setting, honestly. Because of the setting of UA being a high school, the romance feels like feels natural because hey, people do have high school crushes. They do have high school romances. So yeah, it's like the romance in here. It doesn't bug me because we've all experienced a high school crush and we've all experienced a high school romance. It's relatable, and I don't. It's one of those things where I don't understand why people hate on the romance part of it, but it just works because of the setting. But yeah. But you know what? I'm not gonna dwell on that too much. It was just a very cute moment. I'll just say that by saying that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review for My Hero Academia Season 2, Episode 25. Again, great episode. A lot of them for a character I never thought we would get developed, but we did get developed, and bravo on that one. Bravo on that one. Tamara Shigaraki. Bravo on you on that one, dude. I can't believe I just said that to you. But yeah, guys, that's my review. And with season 3 on the way, get hype, guys. But that's all I have. Share the video, like, comment, subscribe, or follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.